Yeah, good evening, friends. Myself, Dr. U. Seshadri. I have total 18 years of teaching experience. I have total 18 years of teaching experience. I am AWS certified trainer at associate level. See, I am providing the training is at associate level. I am providing the training. I am providing the training is at associate level. Friends, I am providing the training. It is taking the time is 40 to 45 hours. Once the demo sessions are over, I am taking daily 2 hours from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, I am taking the sessions 8:30 to 10:30. It's taking the time 40 to 45 hours. Means how many days I have completed? 20 to 22 days. I have completed your training session. 20 to 22 days. Fine. See, once you registered the codes, then you are getting everyday class recording videos. And also every day you are getting class material. You got it. And at the end of the training, you got AWS interview questions when you are attempting interview. AWS interview questions and answers. And at the end of the training, you are preparing the concepts very well, and you are writing the exam for the global certification at associate level or at foundation level. Then I am providing the dumps. That is around 800 pages I am providing. Previously asked questions and answers I am providing. That is nothing but the AWS dumps. And at the end of the training, each and every concept, the screenshot explanation I am providing. See, once you register the codes, then those are we are getting every day. At the end of the training, you are getting those things. Okay. For this, the registration fee is 5,000 rupees. The registration fee is 5,000 rupees. You need to pay it. Sir, what are the concepts you need to cover? What are the concepts you need to cover in this training program? In this training program, I have covered the concepts at associate level. I am cover the concepts. First, I can focusing the cloud computing basics. I have to cover, and I covered the Linux basics, basic commands I have to explain, and then I explore the AWS introduction and the global infrastructure I have to explore. Just wait. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. See, I have to cover the content, cloud computing basics, Linux basics I have to cover, and the AWS introduction and the AWS global infrastructure I have to cover. AWS global infrastructure, And I can cover the major services in the AWS. Compute service I have to cover. On compute service, how to launch and connect Linux server, how to launch and connect Windows server, how to transfer files from your laptop or desktop to launched Linux server, launched Windows server, and how your Linux server make as a web server, how your Windows server make as a web server, right? And also I have to cover the content on the compute service, how you are balancing the load. For that, AWS is supporting the different types of load balancers are supporting classic load balancer, application load balancer, network load balancer. All those concepts I have to cover with hands-on, and how you need to increase the resources. Increasing the resources is nothing but how you are increasing CPUs, how to increase the memory, how to increase the hard disk capacity. It's nothing but the scale up feature. How you are reduce, how we have to decrease the resources is nothing but the scale down feature. I have to explore the scale up and scale down features. And also I have to explain the auto scaling concept also. Auto scaling concept also. All the services I can cover it on the compute service. That is the EC2 service. EC2 is nothing but the elastic cloud computing. Elastic cloud computing I have to cover. And in my training program, I have to cover the storage. Storage. How to add, that is, if you are launching the Linux server, default it is providing the 8 GB storage it is providing. How to add the additional volume. You need the 10 GB or the 20 GB as per your business requirement, how much volumes you need to add it, how much GB you need to add it. That is how to add the additional volume of disk to the Linux server, to the Windows server, and also how to share the files from one Linux machine to another Linux machine. For that, you need to explore, you need to explore you need to explore the elastic file system. You need to explore the elastic file system. And also, friends, I have to cover on the storage related to the S3, related to the S3. S3 stands for the simple storage service. S3 stands for simple storage service. See, I have to cover on the storage services. There are many features I have to cover. How you are creating the bucket, how to upload the object, how we apply the versioning feature, how the replication you are applied. That is, two types of replications are supporting, same region replication, cross region replication, and how to enable transfer acceleration. See, uh, if you see the Netflix, Amazon, they are the OTT channels are there, OTTs are there. In the recently released movies, for all subscribers, it will be visible. After 10 years, that movie cannot be visible. What is the reason behind that? They are applying the life cycle management. How to apply the life cycle management, I have to cover. And also, when you are uploading the object to the bucket, you got the notification to your mail ID. That is nothing but you are got the notification to your mail ID. When you are deleting the object, you got the notification to your mail ID. For that, I have to cover the concept is S3 event notification with SNS, and also event notification with SQS also I have to cover. Simple queue service. Simple queue service. Right? There are many features are there on S3. I have to cover the S3 features one by one after completion of the compute service. After completion of the compute service. Friends, I had to cover IAM concept. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. Identity and Access Management. Sir, why the identity and access management is required? Sir, why you need to create an IAM user? Why you need to create an IAM user? See, to create an IAM user, I can cover IAM users. I have to cover how you can create the users group, how you can create the IAM policies, how you can create the IAM roles, how we can apply the multi-factor authentication, how to apply multi-factor authentication for the root user, and also how to apply multi-factor authentication for the IAM user. Right? See why IAM concept will be required. See, if you join in any organization or any company, any organization or any company, the management, let us assume that there are 300 employees are there. For each and every employee, the management people cannot be provided individually. The AWS accounts, they not be created with their credit card or the debit card. Instead of that, what they are doing is they are creating the IAM user. Suppose you are working on the EC2, they are given the permission only the EC2 service. If you are working on S3, then they are given the permission S3 permission only. If you are working on the database, they are given the RDS permission only. If you are working in the admin, they are given the IAM admin only, they are given the permission. For that, they are creating the IAM user, they are given the permissions also. For that, I have to cover how you can create IAM users group, policies, and IAM rules. I have to cover. And also I can cover in the services AWS command line interface I have to cover. See, every day I have to explore the services using GUI format. Using the management console, I have to explore. We can also provide the services. We can also use the services using command line interface also. Command line interface also. That's also I have to explore. And also, friends, in this training program, I have to cover the virtual private cloud. VPC stands for virtual private cloud. How you can create your own VPC. Under your VPC, how you can create the subnets. How you are creating the public subnet. How you are creating the private subnet. Under the public subnet, how you are launching the web server. Under the private subnet, how you are launching the database server. How to connect the web server to the database server. How you are establishing the peering connection from one VPC to another VPC. All those features related concept I have to explore on the VPC. Around I am taking 7 hours I am taking. 7 hours I am taking related to the VPC concept. And also, friends, after completion of the VPC, I have to cover the analytical tools also I have to cover. Analytic tools also I have to cover. Athena tool I have to cover it, right? And some ETL tools also I have to cover, right? And also, friends, I have to cover how we can connect the databases. How we can connect the database using RDS. Using RDS. What are the different types of databases are there? I can cover that concept. And also, friends, I can cover in this training program, Route 53 concept. That is, using your AWS, we can purchase the domain names also. We can purchase the domain names. And I have to cover the routing policies. 6 types of routing policies are there. I have to cover those routing policy. Simple routing policies are there. Weighted routing policies are there. Geolocation routing policies are there. Those routing policies, I have to cover it on Route 53 concept. Route 53 concept. And also, friends, I had to cover the monitoring tools. Monitoring tools I had to cover. And also the data synchronization concept, how it will be done. Elastic Beanstalk, cloud formation. I had to cover all the services. And at the end of the training, I had to cover the 2 AWS related projects I had to cover. One is related to the VPC, EC2 service, EC2 service. Second project I have to explore related to the S3. See, those are the concepts I have to cover in my training program. In details, we have to see that what content I have to cover in my training program. See, those are the content I have to cover in my training program. See that cloud computing basics, and Linux commands I am not included here. I can cover the basic Linux commands, compute service. Under all the services, all the features I have to cover. Storage, I can cover EBS, Elastic File System, S3, many features are there. I can cover one by one. Identity and access management, IAM users, how you are creating the policies, how you can create IAM role, multi-factor authentication, right? All the concepts I have to cover. And the CLI, command line interface, virtual private cloud, analytics, Athena tool I have to cover. Route 53, those are the routing policies are there. I can cover the routing policies and the databases using RDS, how you are connecting the MySQL and how you can create the DynamoDB tables. And also I can cover the security options, Cloud Trail, Trusted Advisor, CloudFront, I can cover it. Application services I have to cover, simple notification service, simple queue service, AWS calculator, event bridge, cloud formation, simple email service, and service quotas I have to cover. On monitoring tools, sir, CloudWatch, logs, metrics, create billing alarms, I have to cover. Those are the migration and transfer services are there. AWS backup, data synchronization, and the data synchronization. And the snow is nothing but the theory concepts are there, right? And at the end, I have to cover the two related projects I have to cover, friends. Two related projects I have to cover. See, this is, I have to cover the content once you register the course. This is the day one demo session, friends. This is the day one demo session, friends. See, in day one demo session, I can cover the basics of cloud computing. Basics of cloud computing, friends. See, on day one demo session, I have to cover the basics of cloud computing. So before you are joining to the demo session, you all know that how many of them has to know what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Manikandan, Rangadeep Reddy. What is cloud computing?
Cloud computing is a type of computing. We can able to access the resource from anywhere at any time.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Rangadeep, you have any idea regarding the cloud computing?
No, actually, I don't have any idea.
Okay, okay. So today's session, we're going to explore what is cloud computing, what are advantages of cloud computing, what are the cloud deployment models are there, or we also known it as types of cloud. I have to cover on day one demo session, what is cloud computing, what is cloud computing, what are advantages of cloud computing, what are advantages of cloud computing. Friends, in this demo session, I have to cover cloud deployment models. Cloud deployment models. We also call it as types of clouds. Types of clouds. And also, friends, today's session I have to cover cloud delivery models. Cloud delivery models. Cloud delivery models. Right? See, friends. First, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? The cloud computing, which is nothing but, which is defined as for storing and accessing data and computing resources over the internet connection. Over the internet connection. See, the resources has to use it with the help of the internet connection. Without internet connection, you can't do anything it here. Sir, I want to store the data. I want to accessing the data. I want to use the resources. It can be done it by using the internet connection. By using in the internet connection. Without internet connection, you can't do it. Without internet connection, you can't do it. And also, friends, I am representing the cloud computing. It is providing on-demand availability of computing services. What I am saying that on-demand availability of computing services. On-demand availability of computing services. What do you mean by on-demand availability of computing services? Sir, I need the server, Linux server with my requirement. I need the Windows server as per my business requirement. It is providing the servers. it is providing the server. Whatever the types of servers it is needed, the provider has to be provided. Sir, I need the storage, then it is providing the storage. How much storage you need it? Accordingly, it is provided. Sir, I need to use my own network, virtual private network, I need to create it. You can also create it. I need to connect the database. You can connect the database using the MySQL in your AWS. If you want to create the DynamoDB table, we can also create it. That's why I'm saying that the cloud computing, it is providing on-demand availability of computing service. On-demand availability of computing services it is providing. Sir, what are the examples of the cloud computing? What are the examples of the cloud computing? The cloud computing, the popular examples I am saying that one is AWS, Amazon Web Services, second, Azure, and the Google Cloud Platform. And also many more examples are there in the cloud computing. Why I am saying the AWS, Azure, and the Google Cloud Platform, I am saying that they are the popular public clouds example. They are the popular public clouds example I am representing. See, the AWS is throughout globally, it is providing the #1 cloud platform. #1 cloud platform is AWS. Second position is in Azure. Third position it is occupied Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud Platform. Sir, what is cloud computing? It is providing on-demand availability of computing services. Whatever you need the servers, you need the databases, you need the networking, right? You need the Lambda service. Whatever you need it, it is providing the service. That's why I mentioned that the cloud computing, it is providing on-demand availability of computing services. On-demand availability of computing services. Fine, fine. Sir, what are the advantages if we are using the cloud computing? What are the advantages if we are using the cloud computing? That is one of the advantages I have mentioned. I have mentioned only the few of the advantages. There are many advantages are there. Only I have to mention only the few advantages I have to mention. That is one of the advantages. It is providing unlimited storage capacity. Unlimited storage capacity it is providing. Unlimited storage capacity it is providing. Sir, if we are using in your laptop or in your desktop, you are using 500 GB hard disk. 500 GB hard disk. You need to upgrade 1 TB hard disk. 1 TB hard disk. Simply what you are doing, you can go and you are purchasing 1 TB hard disk. Then you are replacing 500 GB hard disk with 1 TB. With 1 TB. In furthermore, as per your needs, you need the 5 TB. You can do same thing. You can do same thing. Instead of that, if we are using cloud computing, you no need to purchase. You no need to purchase. You are using the cloud service. Whatever you need, the storage, that storage we have to use it. And accordingly, you need to pay the amount. That's why I have to mention that it is providing unlimited storage capacity. It is providing unlimited storage capacity. It is providing. Okay, that is one of the advantages. And one more advantage, I have to mention that. See, the cloud computing, it is providing. The provider is providing all the services. If you take the AWS, if we are creating the AWS account, you have your AWS account is there, then whatever the provider is providing, the services, all the services will be available in your account. In your account. If we are using that service, you need to pay the amount to the provider. Provider is nothing but whoever providing the service, that person is nothing but the provider. If we are chosen the AWS is the provider. He is providing the services. He provides the servers. He provides the database. He provides the networking. He provides the Lambda service. That is nothing but the provider is providing the service. Provider is providing the service to the customers. That is, all the services will be available that is based on pay-per-usage model. Whatever the service you are using, only for that service you need to pay the amount. Only for that service you need to pay the amount. That is, I have to mention the advantage. You are not using that services, then you no need to pay the amount. You no need to pay the amount, right? You no need to pay the amount. That is, I have to mention one of the advantages, services in pay-per usage model. Services is in pay-per usage model. Pay-per usage model. If you are not using that service, you no need to pay the amount. You no need to pay the amount. However, don't worry. On tomorrow's session, I have to explore that how to create your AWS free tier account. AWS free tier account. All the services will be worked out. I'll tell you on tomorrow's session what are the steps we have to follow for creating your AWS free tier account, and what are the limitations are also there on your AWS free tier account. Right? That is one of the advantages using the cloud computing is whatever the services are there, all the services will be worked out. The services are pay per usage model. If you are not using that service, then you no need to pay the amount to the provider. And also, friends, one more advantage I have mentioned. Suppose in your organization or in your company, there are 300 systems. For maintaining those systems, you are recruiting the employees and monitoring, and then the maintaining purpose, you are paying the salary for the employees. Then the maintenance cost is very high in the physical, but you are using the cloud environment. You are using the cloud environment. You are not maintaining the data center. Remember the point. Remember the point. You are not maintaining the data center. You are using the cloud services. That's why the maintenance cost is very, very low. You are using only the services. That's why the maintenance cost is low maintenance cost. Low maintenance cost. That is one of the advantages. One of the advantages. And also, friends, I'll tell you one of the very, very important the advantage I have to mention. I have to mention one more advantage. See, it is providing the excellent accessibility can be provided. Excellent accessibility can be provided. What do you mean by the excellent accessibility can be provided? That is, all the services will be worked out. All the services will be worked out 24/7, 365 days, 365 days at any time, at any place, at any location. At any location, all the services can be worked out. All the services can be worked out at any time, at any place, at any location. That is nothing but the excellent accessibility can be provided. Only the thing is it is required the internet connection. Without internet connection, you can't access the services. You can't access the services. With internet connection, you are able to access your services at any time, at any place, at any location, 365 days, 24/7, you are accessing the service. That's why I have mentioned one of the advantages, excellent accessibility can be provided. And also, friends, I can mention one more advantage. One more advantage. You are doing some project work. If you want to collaborate your work with other employees, then the cloud computing, it is providing the improved collaboration feature is also provided. Improved collaboration feature, it is provided. That is also one of the advantages. That's also one of the advantages. And also, friends, one more advantage I have to mention that is the excellent facility will be providing in the cloud computing. You need to take the backup of your server, then it is providing the backup facility. Backup and restore option is there. Backup and restoring data provision is there, right? That's also one of the excellent feature is there. And also, friends, I have to mention one more advantage is whatever you are storing the data, for that data, it is providing the data security. Data security. Further, the security mechanisms are also there. Security mechanisms are also there. See, those are some of the advantages if we are using the cloud computing. If we are using the cloud computing. Fine. See, up to this, I have covered what is cloud computing, what is cloud computing, and the examples of cloud computing. And also, friends, I have to cover what are the advantages of cloud computing. What are the advantages of cloud computing? Fine, friends. Now, today I have to cover the basics of cloud computing. One more concept I have to cover. What are the cloud deployment models, chapter? Or we also call it as a terminology, what are the types of clouds are there? What are the types of clouds are there? See, the cloud computing, it is providing four types of clouds are there. Four cloud deployment models are there. The four cloud deployment models are public cloud. Second, the private cloud. Third, the hybrid cloud. And fourth one is the community cloud. Fourth one is the community cloud. See, those are nothing but the types of clouds are there. We also call it as a cloud deployment models. Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and the community cloud. And the community cloud. Sir, what is public cloud? What is public cloud? See, the public cloud is, it is open to all for storing the data, for accessing the information via by using the internet connection. That is, it is open to all. It is open to all. If you want to store the data, anyone has to store it. If you want to access the services, I need to access the server using the public cloud, we can access it. We can log in and we can access the servers. That is, it is open to all, not for particularly specifically those clients. It is open to all. If you want to store the data, if you want to access the data via by using the internet connection. Friends, remember, if you are using the public cloud, the services will be worked out based on the paper usage model. Paper usage model. It is open to all. If you are using the service, you need to pay the amount to the provider. If you are not using the service, then no need to pay the amount to the provider. That is, you can access the services using the internet connection. Without internet connection, you can't access the services. You can't access the services. Sir, how the public cloud computing resources has to be managed? How the servers has to be managed? How the database has to be managed? How the virtual private network has to be managed? How the serverless computing has to be managed? That is nothing but in public cloud, the computing resources are managed and operated by the cloud service provider. What I am saying that the cloud service provider. Cloud service provider. Whoever providing the service, that person is nothing but the cloud service provider. If we are using AWS, AWS is the cloud service provider. If we are using Azure, Azure is the cloud service provider. If we are using GCP, GCP is the cloud service provider. See, in public cloud, computing resources are managed and operated by the cloud service provider. Cloud service provider. Sir, what are the examples for the public cloud? AWS, Azure, Google Cloud Platform. Those are the examples for public cloud. Those are the examples for the public cloud. Next, one of the type is on the cloud computing, that is nothing but the private. Private cloud is nothing but we also call it as internal cloud. Internal cloud. Internal cloud. Internally, the organization has to establish the cloud. Has to establishing the cloud and they are using the service. That's why we also call it as the another name is corporate cloud. Corporate cloud. Corporate cloud. The private cloud, the another name is internal cloud or the corporate cloud. That is, internally organization has to build their own data centers. Has to build their own data center internally or by using the third party. Internally or by using the third party. How it can deploy the services means using the open source tools. Using the open source tools. They are using like the tools here, the OpenStack and the Eucalyptus tools are used. Eucalyptus tools are used to deploy their, to use the services, right? That is nothing but the private cloud. Next, one more cloud deployment model or the types of cloud is hybrid cloud. See the name itself, which is suggesting hybrid is nothing but the combination of public cloud, combination of the public cloud and the private cloud. And the private cloud. That's why the name we call it as a hybrid cloud. The name we call it as a hybrid cloud. It is a combination of public and the private cloud. See, the hybrid cloud, it is providing partially secure. Why I am saying that the hybrid cloud, it is providing partially secure is, see, the services which are running on the public cloud, services which are running on the public cloud can be accessed by anyone, can be accessed by anyone. While the services which are running on the private cloud, only the organization employees, only the organization people has to access the service. That's why the hybrid cloud is providing the partially secure. Hybrid cloud is providing the partially secure. Sir, what are the examples which are comes under the hybrid cloud? The examples are the Google Cloud applications, Google application sites, Google application sites. Google application sites are nothing but you are using Gmail. You are using Gmail. Gmail is also comes under the hybrid. And you are using Google Apps. Google Apps is also hybrid cloud. You are using Google Drive. Google Drive, it comes under the hybrid cloud. And if you are using Office 365, Office 365, it comes under hybrid cloud. Here in Office 365, you are using OneDrive, it comes under the hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is nothing but the combination of public cloud and the private cloud. The examples are, those are the examples I am representing. Those are the examples I am representing. Next, one more type of cloud is nothing but community cloud. Community cloud is nothing but the group of organizations, they are combined together, they are forming the cloud. Such type of cloud is nothing but the community cloud. See, the examples are healthcare community, education community. The group of organizations, they are combined together, they are forming the cloud and they are utilizing the services. It's nothing but the community cloud. It's nothing but the community cloud. See, those are nothing but the cloud deployment models or the types of clouds. Cloud deployment models are the types of clouds. See, if you see on the ChatGPT or on your Google, in your Google, see that they are nothing but the types of clouds are there. Public cloud. See, the resources and services like stories, applications, processing power or may be available generally public by third-party cloud service provider over the internet connection. The examples they are represented. Advantages are, if you are purchasing, then the cost will be high. Cost will be high. That's why nowadays the companies, they are not ready to purchase. They are not ready to invest the money. They are using the service. Whatever they are using the service, they are ready to pay the amount per monthly basis or the yearly basis. If you are investing the money, the startup companies, it's a very difficult. Nowadays, all the companies are turned up to the cloud environment. That's why you need to learn the cloud computing. You need to learn the AWS. You need to learn the Azure, right? See, one of the advantages is cost effective. And whatever you need to increase the resources as per your requirement, the scalability can be provided. Day by day, your business will be increased. You need to increase more number of CPUs, more memory, and the network performance you need to improve it. That is nothing but the scale of feature can be provided. And after that, some particular days, your business will be down, then you can decrease the resources also. That is nothing but the scaling feature can be provided. And also, friends, it can be available throughout globally, these services will be available. That is, accessibility is excellent accessibility is there if you are using the public cloud. And also the maintenance is free. You are not maintaining. You are not maintaining the data centers. Who has to maintain? Providers has to maintain. That's why I can mention that if you are using the cloud computing, the maintenance cost is very less. Very less because you are not maintaining the data center. The providers has to maintain. Only the skilled person has to know. Whoever the service, whoever know the AWS services, whoever know the Azure services, only the service no persons has to be available. That's why the maintenance cost is very, very low. And also the speed can be provided. Whatever the resources you are using, accordingly, it is providing the speed also. It is providing the speed also. And there are the private cloud is also there. What is the private cloud and their advantages it is providing? Hybrid cloud also I am providing, and also the community cloud also. Right? Those are nothing but the types of clouds are there. We also call it as cloud deployment models. cloud deployment models. Fine friends. Now, today I have to cover cloud delivery models. Cloud delivery models or the layers of clouds. Layers of clouds. See, there are three types of cloud delivery models. One is infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Second one is platform as a service. Platform as a service. Third one is software as a service. Software as a service. See, they are nothing but the cloud delivery models. Cloud delivery models. What are the cloud delivery models? Are there? Three types of cloud delivery models. Are there. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. See, I explain the cloud delivery models with help of one slide. I have to explain the cloud delivery models. Cloud delivery models. See that the cloud delivery models are three types of cloud delivery models are there. Three types of cloud delivery models are there. See here. See here. See, if we are using on-premises cloud environment, if we are using on-premises cloud environment, first you have to know what is on-premises environment. If we are using on-premises environment, everything you will take care. You will take care of networking. You will take care of storage. You will take care of servers. If you are using Linux server, you have to take care. How much memory you are using, what is the speed, all those things we have to take care for the server. Virtualization you will take care. Which operating system you are using? You are using Linux, you are using Windows, you are using Mac operating system. That's you will take care. To develop your application, what are the middleware tools we are using? That's also we have to take care. To run your application, to develop your application, what is the platform you are chosen? Either Java or the Python or the Go programming or the R programming. That's we have to decide it and test it, and then we can deploy your application. That is, if you are chosen in on-premise environment, on-premises, everything you will take care it. Everything you will take care it in the on-premises. That is, who has to manage? You has to manage. You has to manage. The cloud delivery models are, how many types of cloud delivery models are there? Three delivery models are there. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. Third one is software as a service. Sir, if we are using cloud delivery model, infrastructure as a service, see that up to this part, you no need to take care. See that up to this part, you no need to take care. That's why I am representing in some other color. Who has to manage? Who will take care up to this? Networking, storage, servers, virtualization in infrastructure as a service delivery model. Others has to manage. Others means whoever providing the service, that person has to manage. If you are using AWS, AWS will take care of networking. AWS will take care of storage, servers, virtualization. Only we have to take care of this part. We will take care of this part. Your operating system selection, you have to take care. You are selecting Linux, you are selecting Mac, or you are selecting the Windows. That's we have to take care. To develop your application, you need to take care of which type of tools you are using. Middleware tools you need to require it. What is the platform you are chosen to develop your application? Java, Python, or the Ruby programming, or the Go programming, or the R programming. That's why you have to take care to develop your application. And we have to develop your application and we have to test it, and finally we have to deploy your application. That is only you have to take care of this part only. You have to take care of this part only. Operating system, middleware, runtime, application. If we are using the cloud delivery model is infrastructure as a service. See, this part you are not taken care. Others has to manage. Whoever providing the service, that person has to manage. The example is AWS EC2 service, Azure Compute Service, Google Cloud Compute Service, right? Those are the example. Infrastructure it is provided. Infrastructure it is provided. See, if we are using cloud delivery model, up to this part, You no need to think about it. Others has to manage. Only you will take care of this part. Runtime and the applications. Runtime and the applications. Right? To develop your application, only you take care of runtime and then your application. You have to take care these two. Example is Salesforce. Salesforce. Next, if we are taking the another one is another cloud delivery model, software as a service. See, if you choose the software as a service, everything you no need to take care, others has to manage. Others has to manage, right? Then what is your role? What is your role? That is, you have to use the service. For using the service, you are paying the amount for monthly or the yearly pack. For monthly or the yearly pack. Sir, what is the example for the software as a service? See, friends, present your listen my online session. How you listen my online session? How you listen my online session? With the help of Zoom app, you are listen my online session. That's why, see, while using the application, you are not thinking about the networking. You are not thinking about how much stories they are using the Zoom, which server they are using, which operating system they are using, what are the tools they are using, which platform they are chosen. You are not thinking those ones, just you are using the service. For usaging that, DurgaSoft is paying the amount for monthly or the yearly pack. Monthly or the yearly pack. Similarly, the GoToMeeting, Teams app is there, ERP system is there in education. They are nothing but they are using the service. You are using the service only. For usaging the service, you are paying the amount only. Right? See, those are nothing but the cloud delivery models are there. What are the cloud delivery models? The infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and the software as a service. See, those are nothing but the cloud delivery models are there. Cloud delivery models are there. See, those are nothing but the cloud computing basics. Today, I have to cover what is cloud computing, what are advantages of cloud computing, what are the cloud deployment models or the types of cloud, and then I can cover it the cloud delivery models. Cloud delivery models. See, on tomorrow's session, I have to discuss how to create your AWS pre-tier account. Pre-tier account. And I can cover the AWS global infrastructure. Global infrastructure. Global infrastructure. And also tomorrow session I had to cover how to launch and connect the Windows server. How to launch and connect the Windows server using EC2 service. Using EC2 service. These concepts I have to cover on tomorrow session. If anyone have any questions, this is the day one demo session. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow is also demo sessions are there. If any of them your friends are there, you can inform it. Any questions regarding the training program or today's session?
Do we have any deployment deployment uh, details are here in our training? I
Yes,
mean, example, for example, if we have a Java application means how to deploy that in AWS.
yes, I can tell you. I'll tell you. No
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
Okay. One project I have to explore. That is at the end, I have to explore one project I have to explore. See, already I can explore this one. That is a VPC EC2 related project. That is one PHP project. I can deploy it on your AWS, and also I can deploy anywhere domain also. How we can deploy your application to the your created VPC, how to deploy your application on AWS, and also how to deploy your domain also. Okay, that's I can cover it.
Sir, for this training, I need to set up the laptop and AWS account. Is it mandatory?
I'll tell you on tomorrow
Okay.
session how to create your AWS pre-tier account, and also I'll tell you the limitation also. What are
Okay,
the
thanks.
limitations of your AWS pre-tier account? To create your AWS pre-tier account, you need the things are the three things which are required. One is credit card, or debit card. Debit card. Second one is your mobile number. Third one is your mail ID. These three things are required to create your AWS free tier account. To create your AWS free tier account. I'll tell you on tomorrow's session with the help of the screenshots I have to explain how to create your AWS free tier account and what are the limitations of your AWS free tier account. And I can explore on tomorrow's session how it is covered globally their services with the help of the global infrastructure. How many regions are there? How many availability zones are there? I can explore the AWS global infrastructure. Once this concept is over, then I can move forward how to launch and connect the Windows server using the EC2 servers. Okay. See friends, any questions related to this concept in my training program?
Then may I know the exact timing for is it 8 o'clock or 8:30?
No, 8:30. 8:30. From Monday onwards, I am
8:30 to
taking
9:30, yeah?
yes, and not 9:30, 10:30.
Okay.
Once the demo sessions will be over, already this is the add-on batch is there. From Monday onwards, I can take the 2-hour session, 8:30 to 10:30. If I am taking daily 2 hours, then it needs to complete. Already I told that 20 to 22 days it is taking the time. Total is 40 to 45 hours. If I am taking daily 2 hours, it is taking 20 days. 20 days time to complete your training. Okay.
So
Okay,
main
sir.
course will start from Monday, right?
Yes. Tomorrow also I can cover how to launch and connect the Windows server,
Okay.
how to launch and connect the Linux server, how to transfer the files from your local system to launch the Linux server. I can cover it.
Sure. Thank you.
Fine. So I'll send the contact numbers also on the chat box. You have to contact it if any questions related to the course and the fee, all those things.
Okay, sir. Sir, suppose tomorrow I am unavailable means are you providing the YouTube
Yes,
link?
yes. The demo videos will be available on DURGASOFT YouTube channel.
Okay, fine, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. If no questions, then I can end the session. Tomorrow we'll meet the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.